Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some triplets. And we have came across triple grass, triple human, triple bulls or cows. Now we're triple mouse symbol. So this box is a representation of Chinese boxy nature that we have three boxes here. It's not related to warehousing or anything. Okay. The boxes in Chinese is mouse symbol, right? And okay, 品 is how it's pronounced, and the type is super simplification of what it could mean. And you can see traditional and simplified this time looks the same. 2,000 years ago, there's a little bit of flipping that you can see here. This box got two kind of corners that's kind of on the top of the box versus contemporary. This extra sticky part is at the bottom. So that's the interesting difference. And we have done this so much that I kind of finally figure out what this mouse symbol is about. It's not human mouse at all. It's a cooking pot. Because, I guess survival, having enough food, eating was such a big part of the languages. It shows in our languages. And here, the cooking pot is associated with people eating from the pot. And so this two extra sticking points are the handles of the pot. And you can see here, this pot, the top is flat. The bottom is kind of like the pot shape, right? So originally it was cookware. And then eventually enough association of the diners with the tool for cooking. Together, this character carried the meaning of two major functions. One is eating. That's the default function. The second would be speaking, because associated with diners, and it's both input and output by speaking our minds, right? So the mouse symbol, three of them placed together, kind of like a crowd, like a three humans placed together. It shows multitudes, and it also shows diversity. Like they're not the same height. You can see them stacking up together. And here shows three mouths. Basically means they're not the same voice. They have different opinions. I'm not sure if it's reconcilable or not, but at least it shows the diversity of opinions. And that, I guess, in a way, is a good thing, right? We have different thoughts, perspectives, biases, and three of them at least. And Chinese actually have a expression called 三个臭皮匠, 臭皮匠顶个诸葛亮. Okay, it's about a three, I guess, layperson or second grade, not the best top players kind, but the three of them, if you can coordinate, collaborate, and kind of gather opinions from all three different second-rate players or experts in three different things, and you can gather some good first-rate opinion or innovative ideas. So I guess that's the ancient version of generative AI function, that you can crowdsource ideas. So that by crowdsourcing ideas, by default, the assumption or condition there is to have three different ideas, right? At least that shows here that the importance of different voices. Okay, so this character, now the meaning as a type came from, we can understand that in three ways. One is, if we go back to the early age of how this character was made from the cookware. So three cookware stacking up together as important kitchen utility that warrants comparison. So three of the same thing, same type of, I guess, commodity or goods, stuff, let's say. You have three of them together. It not necessarily means three. It means multiple of them together for you to choose, right? For you to evaluate and make your decision which one to buy. So that's kind of like a shopper behavior. You're facing with this collection of goods on the shelf, almost like visually for that. So three of the same things. The point is things. If it represents a cooking pot, that represents things, then that warrants the comparison evaluation, eventually leading to choosing from this options, choosing one best for you. Okay, so that's one, involves evaluation. Second, is this three human voices, right? Three different crowdsourcing opinion kind of thing that represent humans speaking and voice. And that shows the diversity among a population. There may be a diverse thoughts pool there, and that gives you kind of a comparison of like you cannot really generalize humans before you really get to know them. So you have to know each individual mouse or voice there to understand better where each one of them come from. So this gives you the sense of you need to be discerning of, even if you see three mouse, three different voices, you kind of have to listen and evaluate and compare of these different voices. That leads you to understand the minds behind each of these voices. And that gives you the sense of you try to tell the character, the quality, different or personality or different value systems represented by different voices there. So there is this quality involved there. Okay. So we're talking about evaluation and we're talking about quality. The third one would be the mouse. Okay, I guess I have to retract what I said before. The symbol of the mouse, eating, speaking, two functions, but a minor function that we don't really think about is the mouse use while we're eating, we also use that as tasting. So three of them stacking up together simply means repetitively mouthing something or repetitively eating something. That leads to the concept of tasting, like you really savoring something. You try to tell the nuance of the taste. So you kind of try it several times to have a taste of it. Good sampling, right? To have a good sense of the taste. So it leads to the taste itself. So now we have evaluation, quality or character, and taste. Three very distinctive concepts that come from the three mouse symbol. Okay, so here are examples. This P can be used in a variety of ways and limited to the space and time here. I only each time choose, I kind of select these three expressions so that the pin positioned at the same space. So it kind of rhyme in the same way, in a way, and also by switching out just one character out of expression to show you the very diverse ways that you can use this one character. Okay, 产品, 产 means produce. Produced type. That simply means product. That's a Chinese way to 品. Also, there is this multitudes and counting this quantity sense. That's three of them stacking up together. You can almost see them as boxes that packaged in there, the products packaged in the boxes. So 产品 means produced, those different volumes or counts, numbers of items there. So in this case, 产品 probably is produced items. together is equivalent to products in English. And we have 人品. Okay, so this 品 is more like the three different opinions, crowdsourcing voices idea that we have three human different voices lead to characterization. So here, this 品, it's not just about a voice, but it's from the voice what you can tell about the person. It's inner quality, it's character, it's, I guess, biases, judgments, everything that you can tell just by hearing what that person said. So 人品 is, I guess, longitudinal observation about a person. So we cannot really tell somebody's 人品 by a brief encounter. You have to stay with that person, interact enough time to kind of, okay, now you can tell what that person is. So that's what 人品 is. It's probably more equivalent to English character. Okay. Now, 极品 is a fascinating expression. We probably 极品 as a set expression probably started from the time when China first opened up to the world and kind of tried to sell. This become a marketing lingo. It's basically saying you're getting, so 产品 is just, okay, off the assembly line. There's nothing special about it, right? So 极品 is talking about the extreme product or item, implying extremely good, right? It have to be the top grade, best of kind, state of art kind of, hyperbole about a product. So it's a marketing lingo. And then there's a twist, a societal twist of using this 极品, this, marketing lingo to praise the extreme top grade quality of something into a negative term of humans. So here this 极品 transition from describing the best kind of stuff to a piece of work. As humans, that can be annoying, can be a jerk, can be somebody who's hard to live with, insufferable. It carries a super negative tone, and it's so commonly used that eventually Chinese users came up with the initials of JP. It doesn't mean JP Morgan, okay? It means 极品, means some jerk, basically. So oftentimes I ask a bot to, okay, estimate how many times or frequency of the ratio of using 极品 as describing top quality stuff versus piece of work kind of annoying people. 30 to 70%. So majority is this negative meaning describing the extreme character people. So it's just like kind of like English special. When we say English, somebody special can be either way, depends on how you say it, right? So somebody who is special. So this is a Chinese version of that, saying somebody who is extreme. So it's kind of behaviorally judging that person that this is not somebody you want to deal with. Okay, so this 品 that comes with 3 boxes that can be used in such a diverse way on humans or things. 品. Thank you for your time. See you another day.